Following the last everybody said this card is dead. Everybody said Mr. Negative as the archetype is dead. It needs figured out. Well, I'm here to show you what the solution is. Yo, what's up guys? We are back with a Mr. Negative deck guide. So I just got done playing 5 games on ladder. It felt really strong, and it's a little bit of a different build than the traditional destroy builds that you've seen run around lately. This one kind of leans into the old builds that ran Cassandra Nova and stuff like that, where they're doing stuff with Wong and trying to make a really big on reveal and task it. But instead of having a Sage or a Cassandra or a Black Panther, what if Star-Lord was one of our options there? What if we were able to play Wong, play Star-Lord, get an extra 12 energy going into the final turn as a secondary Star-Lord enabler beside Arnim Zola? So that was the ethos, the thought and experiment of this deck, and let's jump into a card by card to explain how it plays to you guys. Alright, first up is Ravonna Renslayer. She's an auto-include in every single Mr. Negative deck. Not only to get negative down on turn 3, although that is your strongest line with her, she also enables some cheating out plays just by a hair. You get to play a Gorr out on 5 into a Mystique Iron Man, or you get to have an extra 1 energy saved on each big card when you do your Star-Lord stuff and you have 18 energy on the final turn and you need to play 5 here, play 2 there. She helps cutting that down, and you get to typically play out an extra card on those lines. Next up is Sage. She's often been getting cut from these Mr. Negative decks in favor of the card Killmonger. This is a slot that's taking up. Although Sage is not destroying our cards and interacting with our opponent, she is going inexplicably tall when you get to play her onto a Wong Mystique lane. That is a typically crazy play line where you get to play Wong Mystique into a Sage task. Not only can you do that off of a Mr. Negative, you could also just limp into this, such as you play a Magik down. Magik is really all you need to enable you to have enough energy to do that. I guess Magik and Ravonna. You play Magik and Ravonna down. That's kind of all you need to be able to do the Taskmaster Sage final turn of the game. Additionally, with the nerf to Gorr going up to 6-1, you look at Jane Foster and you're like, okay, we have 1 less good target to draw. So what if we removed one of the reactive tech pieces, such as Killmonger? We replaced it with a power card that does have 0 power to start, so you will draw her off the Jane, making Jane a better fit in this deck still. Mystique's the GOAT. She's really in here. I guess she has 3 targets, similar to the Destroy variations. She has the Gorr, she has the Iron Man, but she also has the Wong, which is really strong, particularly with Sage, occasionally with Star-Lord, but I have not had that come up where I'm doing Wong Mystique Star-Lord. Normally it's just Wong Star-Lord, and then Mystique is one of the cards on the back end that I use to win the game. But for the most part, what you want to be copying is the Gorrs, and you're happy to do Iron Man too, especially when you have this card at a 1-3. Just some really strong stuff, especially when flipped. Magik is like your Achilles heel. You really need her, but she will cut you down occasionally. Doing some testing for this deck last night, I know I ran into some Scarlet Witches, and people are running that card again, which is really surprising given the fact that the best combo decks are currently those Activate Show Loud decks. But regardless, people are playing location interaction. You do need to be aware of it. You do need to retreat early and get away from it if you want to be able to sustainably climb on Mr. Negative. Those games when you have a good draw, you know they have location interaction, don't play the Magik out, just try to see if you could win in 6. You often can, but in Magik, when you know they do not have location interaction, is extremely potent. You get to trap them in for an extra turn, you get to get an extra Mr. Negative draw, you get to do stupid things with your additional energy that you get from her. She's overall just a very great card, very core card in this list, and you just be aware of locations. Mr. Negative, not much to say about him. This is his deck after all. He sucks on his own body, but he cheats you so much energy when you're drawing 1-cost Gorrs, free Arnim Zolas, free Taskmasters. Even the cards you would think are not good hits, like Wong goes to a 2/4, you are perfectly fine and happy with that. Your Magik, she goes down to 2 cost. The only cards you really aren't wanting to hit with this are your Jane or your Star-Lord, where you can still play both. Given you have a Magik down, playing them on turn 6, you still get to get their effects that you want to see. But for the most part, every card in here, outside of those two, is something you'd really like to have in deck when you have this guy in hand. Wong's a really stupid force multiplier. He's particularly good in here with 2 cards, and that is Sage to go for ridiculously tall lanes, or that is Star-Lord, Master of the Sun, to cheat a ton of energy onto the final turn. There are playlines in this deck where you will float every single turn of the game, and you won't even care about doing your negative game plan. You'll float, you'll play Ravonna, you'll play Magik, you'll play Wong, you'll play Star-Lord, and you've floated every single turn of the game. You're going to go into that turn 7 with 12 extra energy or 19 energy, and you're going to be able to do something really stupid with your big lane winning cards. Iron Man is just the nuts off of a Mr. Negative. You're not typically playing him out just by himself often, as you don't have many cards with power in your deck. Occasionally off like a Star-Lord game plan, you might be looking into playing down your 5-drop Iron Man. But normally, like your Magik, your Mr. Negative, your Ravonna, you're not multiplying much power in every location, unless you're playing Mr. Negative, and this guy's a 0/5 and the craziest card of all time. Although Star-Lord did get worse in here, I do think that adding the additional redundancy of having Wong as a way to duplicate him has made the deck overall feel more consistent and better. Not only do you get a really big energy gain into the final turn, you also just treat this guy like he's a pseudo Black Panther. Like on those games where you do the entire float line and you end up with the 12 extra energy on your turn 7, you could play down a Zola, and this guy's already at a 520. And if you hit the Wong first and then hit the Star-Lord, he's going to go up into the 30s of power, which, again, not a Black Panther. You're not going to 80 in a lane, but 30 is enough to win a game of Marvel Snap. That's what this guy provides. He provides energy cheat, so not only is he engine, he is points. You would also Taskmaster him when he's down at 20. There's a lot of weird stuff that you get to do, so be heads up with this guy, be able to be flexible with your plays with this guy, be able to be flexible on the final turn of the game after you get this guy's energy ramp. Jane's in here as a very situational card. I do recommend playing this deck with a deck tracker if available. You would like to know when you're deciding, am I floating for Star-Lord? Am I going to rush out a Mr. Negative? What hits do I have on my deck? Do I have hits that Jane can pull? Or do I have all those in my hand and the rest of the stuff in my deck is Mystique and the Gorr, where it's really good to flip, but I can't draw it off of Jane? So you do need to be aware of when is a good situation to Jane, when do you just skip on her and play down a Star-Lord instead, set up a Wong instead. You will need to make those calls as they show up. Arnim Zola is just like the GOAT. You do rely on him very often to multiply your points, to multiply your Star-Lord, and occasionally he will sell for you, but you have to play into, if I have a 50-50 here to win, and by playing an Arnim Zola down and I don't expect them to interact with me and nobody's snapping, you're taking that 50-50 every single time. You're maybe 50-50 chance to get a 2-cube gain, or you're in a 100% chance to lose 1. So just be aware of when you are supposed to stay in those kind of unfavored situations. Even on 1 and 3s, you do want to stick in it on a Arnim Zola. But something particularly crazy with him is there are games where you can have Mr. Negative down, you draw a free Arnim Zola, then on turn 5 you play Star-Lord plus the free Arnim Zola, and you get triple Star-Lord with getting negative draws, and then you can dump your entire hand. It's absolutely crazy, the high rolls that this card enables. You just need to be wary of what decks are Cosmo decks, what decks are Juggernaut decks, what decks are Alliance decks. Be wary of all of those. Task is in here. I guess he has 3 targets. Task has 3 targets in this deck. You're really wanting to hit a Gorr, you're wanting to hit a Sage off of Wong, you're wanting to hit a Star-Lord off of Wong. I would say the best target is Sage off Wong Mystique. That is absolutely insane. You will be getting 60 plus power and copying it with this Taskmaster, it's going to be very hard for your opponents to beat you on that. But I'd say that most consistently what you're copying is Gorr. There are a lot of games where you can play Gorr, Mystique, Task, and you have a Gorr in every single lane, which is really crazy. Pretty much raw, you're rarely playing this guy out unless you have big energy cheat on your other cards. If you have this guy at 6 cost, is what I mean by raw, you're not really playing him unless, say, you have a 1 cost Gorr or something. Like, you need to have some significant energy cheat. You know, Star-Lord could count to having a ton of extra energy. You're just never playing him. When you have 7 energy, you're never just dropping Taskmaster. You know what I mean? You're always playing him alongside something. I would say that the most close to playing him raw would be those Sage, Task, final turns of the game that I talked about earlier off a Ravonna and a Magik, so do be aware for that playline. Gorr the God Butcher, still the GOAT in Mr. Negative. A lot of people talked about, do we cut him, do we cut Jane? I don't really think you cut either. I just think you swap the deck around, you make it a little better for Jane Foster to still be in here. And of course Gorr is still in here because he's absolutely huge. You're playing almost exclusively on reveals outside of your ongoings that you want to copy. Every other card is an on reveal. And this guy, not even counting your opponent's cards, you can get him to 15 plus, 20 plus, especially when you flip his cost and power. He gets even bigger. It's just really stupid. He raises the points floor of your deck by so much. He makes you so much less reliant on doing those crazy combo draws like the Sage Task stuff I've talked about. Gorr just allows you to limp. He allows you to win. You're not cutting this guy from Mr. Negative. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the little rundown on this list. I think it's particularly strong. We definitely climbed in cubes in the gameplay, which you will see. I kept in a couple ones where I had to retreat just to show you guys this is the mentality you need to have in order to be climbing as a Mr. Negative player. You need to be skittish and get out when you're unfavored, but when you are favored and when you can stay and when you can limp, you need to be aware of it, stay, make the correct plays, make the right reads. So hopefully you guys find the gameplay informative. Thank you for watching to this point. If you watch the rest of the gameplay, thank you for watching that too. I really appreciate your support. We'll see you in the next one. Wow, what a bad hand to see coming into this on game number 1. Alright, still drawing our 0 power cards. So what, our Jane now? Looking at our deck, our Jane can't pull anything, so we do not want to see her. We would like to see our... Alright. I was going to say we would like to see our Wong and our Magik, our Ravonna. Honestly, it might have misplayed by playing the Sage out, but I'm hoping to be able to do like a Wong Zola in that lane, similar to what you would do with a Black Panther. It doesn't get quite as big, but it does get similarly large. I'm going to drop down the Mr. Negative. Oh, I should have did it left. Oh my god. Is that a created card? Nope. That is in their deck, my friends. Oh, and look, we're going to be able to do this. We're going to be able to Wong Mystique, and then we're just relying on getting good Sage rolls. By good Sage rolls, literally roll anything but Sage first. If we roll Sage first, I would think we lose. But it's a 1 in 3. We're going to stay. I hope they don't have any more tech in their destroy mid-range deck. I'm trying to think what else would mess with their game plan. Maybe a Gladiator pulling Star-Lord or Gorr in middle would clog us. That would be kind of bad. Aside of that, they could always be a Juggernaut deck, but they're going to have priority no matter what here. We're not even going to flip middle in terms of power. We're going to go up to 11. I lied. We're going to flip middle because we have more cards there. That's kind of crazy to Venom away your lane with 3 cards. You're going to have to fill that up now later and be under pressure. Monger affects nothing. We don't take Prio, but it is nice to have all those cards in the Mojo world. So what? If we hit Sage first, how many Sage procs do we have in the left lane? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's a 16 power card. Sage herself just wins left. I like going for the Zola play. Although, alternatively, we could do... No, never mind. I forgot about Megasonic. I think we're just playing Zola and saying you don't have Cosmo or Jug. I feel like those would be weird inclusions in this pseudo-destroy deck. We got 3 cards coming out. Oh, not the end of the world. Wait, no, actually, we just win. Sweet, we don't care what order we hit here. Nice, we high roll, we hit the Wong. Let's go. Sage is going to follow. She's going to get double triggers on left and right. She's going to get huge on the left lane. Bam. Look at that. Enough to skill diff out a win. Alright, jumping into game 2 here. We're going against Mogs, who is a player I play a lot. Top 1000. I recognize the name at least. Oh. That gets rid of 2 of our possible discounts. This game, normally I would run it down right on 2, but we don't have a negative in hand. 2 of our 0 cost guys just got 2 power. Sorry, 0 power guys just got 2 power. And we have the Star-Lord in hand, so I think we're going to look to float, play Ravonna, play Wong, get 6 extra energy onto the Star-Lord. We're able to do like the Black Panther shenanigans like we just did by playing Zola on top of that. And then we'll have an extra 6 energy to work with from there. With Ravonna discounts, ideally. Valentina, it looks like we're going against a Gambit deck, which we a really good matchup into. Oh, nice. We get to just float and float and float and float. We're going to play our Magik down, then we're going to play our Wong down, then we're going to play a Star-Lord down. We're going to float every turn of the game. What, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to get 12 extra energy. Ooh, I don't think you could snap me here. Unless you have, do they run? I'm trying to think if they run Limbo Tech. I don't think they do. I think they run Scarlet Witch. Snapping a Hulkling? What is it? Oh, it's nothing. I was going to say, they could be snapping a Galactus on me or something. That would make sense. But they didn't. I think we're just going to drop the Magik, drop the Wong, drop the Star-Lord. You know how the deal goes. We're going to have an 18 energy. Is that right? 18 energy? No. 19 energy, turn 7. It's going to be quite ridiculous. This deck, I think they run MMM or some variation from Guardian. All stuff that we're kind of okay with. Especially if we do this. This would play against Red Guardian even more so, although I don't know if we necessarily need to do it. I'm going to make the more greedy play. We could very much come to regret that later, but fingers crossed. If not, we'll still have 12 energy on the final turn of the game. Sorry, 13. You know what? Actually, no, I'm being too greedy. We're going to protect Wong from Red Guardian, and we're going to play the Star-Lord behind him and get enough energy to win this game guaranteed. And unfortunately for Mogs, they are locked in for the rest of the game. I'm not going to snap this turn in case they do Rug Pull the Limbo, but you betcha next turn I will be snapping and cashing in on my free 8 cubes opportunity here. So what's our final turn look like? Do we get to play everything? No, we don't get to play everything, which is surprising enough with how much additional power we're getting, additional energy we're getting. We lucked out there. That's a little scary. Oh my god, Star-Lord's huge. Destroy our Magik? Dang, that's bad for us. That's crazy though, such a big guy. So what, we could drop an Iron Man, a Gorr. We can't do Sage Zola. I wanted to do Sage Zola. We could do negative and Sage. Let's see, what's the other option? We do a Zola here and we hope to hit the Sunlord. Sunlord will get an extra 7 power. He'll be 27 in both side lanes, which is kind of nuts. We could just play Gorr Iron Man, or we could play Taskmaster Gorr, because this is going to hit a 20 power guy. I apologize for me being a little sniffly, but we're going to do this, we're going to do that. We're going to throw the Arnim Zola middle, and 2 out of 3 times we hit the Star-Lord. So, fingers crossed. Let's hope it's one of the ones we do. We probably could add a more guaranteed play, but I think this will be... Oh, might not be good enough. I think it will be, though. He's not going to be destroying any cards. We just need to hit the Star-Lord. Not good? Come on. Yes. Alright. A little bit risky. Was not expecting the Shadow King, but we will certainly take it. We're going to get probably both our Magics blown up, maybe our Wong, but we are perfectly fine with that. We do not care about those lanes. And there's an easy 8. We will take it. Thank you, Mount Vesuvius, for locking them into that. Alright, into game number 3. See Nico coming down. Immediately I'm thinking it's Sholau or Vicky hand. We do have the float line in hand where we're going to just play Sunspot. End of turn? Possibly? I really don't know. Asteroid M kind of messes us up. I'm going to Magik that away. Oh, actually, no, I'm going to float. Sorry. We both float. Alright, now I'm going to Magik that away. There's a She-Hulk. We can drop Magik. I haven't thought about this here, but we've skipped 4 turns right now. Hang on, let me think. We skipped 4 turns, so if we play Star-Lord, we'll have 10 energy next turn. We can drop a Wong into a Zola. Does that net us more energy overall than just doing this into that? I think it might. Plus, we get the Star-Lord buff onto our Krakoa, which is kind of what we're looking for. I doubt this is a Legion deck. We're used to seeing those paired, but I don't think it's paired this time. Alright, we get to play Wong into Arnim Zola. Ideally, we hit the Wong first, then we get 4 more Star-Lord procs. Ooh, Luna complicates that. We could just completely whiff the Star-Lord at all. That would probably lose us the game on the spot. And that's bad. That's really bad. That's terrible. Alright, so we only have 7 energy. We are not cheating at all. They're cheating pretty hard. Oh, never mind. We have 9. We get 2 ice cubes. I forgot about that. So we could do Gorr Mystique. Although I think Ravonna's going to be just as many points as a Gorr, which is kind of crazy. But I feel like they're just playing an Infinite down and we end up losing this game. So I think I'm likely to retreat. That's kind of the best I could do. I don't have my... Normally I'd be able to do Sage Taskmaster. It's not the greatest thing, but that's unfortunate. That ice cube really screwed us up there. But good heads up play by the opponent going to Zola. You can BM all you like, man. Alright, here we are on to game number 4. Pooh, Snow Guard immediately nullifies the effect of our Limbo. She does not nullify the location of the Nexus, which we might play to win. We have Iron Man, we have Gorr, we can go large there. We're looking at a Star-Lord and Bar Sinister. Could be very beneficial to us. But they also could rug pull the Bar Sinister, so we just need to be aware of that. Cosmo coming down. Good to know. We're not going to be able to do our Sage Wong shenanigans. I think we're just going to have to leave this one, barring a top-decked Star-Lord. I'm just going to leave, and we'll get into the next one. Normally, I would have cut that last game out, but I think that exemplifies how you play Mr. Negative. You need to be hyper aware of. This guy has Limbo Tech. He's preventing my honor reveals on the important location. He's snapping me. I'm going to pack my 1 cube and leave. And that's kind of the mentality you need to have in order to be able to sustainably climb on this list. Given this hand, right now we have Gorr, Task, Arnim, Iron Man, Mystique, Wong, all in deck. Those are all very beneficial. Even the Magik, everything in our deck gets cheaper when we do a Mr. Negative. So we're going to say, Star-Lord, we're putting you to the wayside right now. We're going to go Ravonna into Negative. Playing it here because just maybe they leave us alone in the Eternity range and eat the rock. Probably not going to happen, but there's always a chance. Perfect, we do not draw a card that we would have drawn with Jane. So right now we're going to get 1, 2, 3 cards off the Jane, which is quite awesome. Also, this is probably a game you should be snapping. You're against Arshim. They probably don't have Mobius, although maybe they have some crazy high roll like a... Oh, why can't I think? Oh, like an Eliath. They could have an Eliath. But you're not necessarily always playing around that. Oh, they could have something nuts like a Prof. I'm not going to get enough power in this lane. I'm going to go up to 6. Never mind, I'm dumb. I'm going to go up to 4. Dang, I kind of wish I reversed this, but I was making the greedy play in case of a Zola. And of course, we're probably not going to see that Zola. We're going to draw the Zola. Actually, never mind, I lied. We're drawing the Zola off the chain. We would like to top deck our Gorr, which will be a 1 and 3. Alternatively, we can play the Star-Lord Task, would be a decent amount. Copycat, what do you have in the middle lane? Alright, this is not that much power. Let's see, we played on 2, we played on 3, we played on 4, we played on 5. This guy's 10. We're going to go up to 20. We're going to say you don't have 9 power. I don't really like it. I think we play, this is crazy, but we could play the 50. And if we hit the Iron Man, send the Iron Man over into this lane, we're going to go up to 30, which would be a big surprise. I think he's probably throwing the Iron Man location as is, because how do you contest that barring an Enchantress? So I think we're gonna stay. It's better to stay and take a 50-50 for 2 than it is to leave and guaranteed lose 1. Let's see. Foom comes down. He's up to 25. We missed the 50-50, but that was our maximal chance to win. Playing Star-Lord would not have won that. If we hit the Iron Man, we do win that and walk away with a 2. It is what it is. Alright, into technically Game 6, but we're going to call it Game 5 due to that one early retreat. I was just thinking in my head, it's kind of funny that our games so far have come down to, does Arnim Zola benefit us or not? What, last game, it was a 50-50 for us to win. Not the game we retreated, the game before that. It was we had 2 chances to hit the Star-Lord out of 3 cards. I don't know. I'm just laughing at how much has come down to our Arnim Zola dislikes us. Hopefully he likes us this game. We just limped into playing a Star-Lord line in conjunction with a Mr. Negative line, so we're going to take it. Are we going to take it? Honestly, we might not take it. Because I'm just looking, we could set up some Wong, play something behind it, that I kind of do enjoy. Mr. Negative also, I guess we do have some good hits in the deck. We have Gorr, Mystique, Sage, Star-Lord. Maybe we should have played the Negative. There's the Gorr. Unfortunate you'll have that. I think I'm just going to... Do I drop the Magik down? Dropping the Magik down gets rid of how good Zola could be, but we do not have our Sage. We could do this with Gorr and then play a Zola behind. That's kind of funny. We just send over a Wong and a Gorr into both side lanes. I kind of like that. We're just going to play to that with our 2-cuber here. Oh, we do get the Sage. No. And we can't even do that Sage task. Unfortunate. Yeah, we're just going to load this up. He thinks we're going to go points for points. We're actually just juking and going everywhere else. So what, a Cosmo could be really bad here. I don't think Vicky typically runs Cosmo. This is Mogs, who we played earlier. Wong. Would have liked that to be a Sage, but we have a Gorr instead, who's going to be pretty large. Yep, 15 himself. Arnim Zola is going to make him 17, and we are going to easily slide away with a little dub. There we go. That's just playing around hidden information. They don't know what we're doing in Dark Dimension, and they think we're attacking it strong. Actually, we just completely abandon it and won both the other lanes.